Hello, sports lovers. A warm welcome to the most authoritative boxing channel here on social media. Today's episode is going to be a very interesting one as I would be talking about the much awaited boxing bout that is expected to happen this Saturday at the Madison Square Gardens between WBO super lightweight champion in the person of Teofimo, the takeover Lopez, and undefeated three division champion in the person of Shakur, the fearless Stevenson. This fight would be very exciting because both men are putting some things on the line. Teofimo Lopez is putting his belt on the line, while Shakur Stevenson is putting his undefeated record on the line. When it comes to the Four Kings era, I think these two men have been the guys who have really been out there taking up challenge after challenge. But the person who has taken on more challenges is in the person of Teofimo Lopez. He has been the one who has gotten in the ring with Vasily Lomachenko and the W. He has been the one who gives Sandro Martinez a chance, a tricky southpaw, both, and he was the one who defeated Josh Taylor when he was, I think, undisputed, right? He has forfeited one belt and he beat him to become a unified champion. He recently beat Jermaine Ortiz. So this is the guy who has been putting in challenge after challenge. While Shakur Stevenson can boast of Oscar Valdez on his record, he can also boast of this guy, Concesa on his record, but those are not at the elite level. This fight gives him the opportunity to prove his skills inside the squared circle and prove that he can do it at the elite level. Not that there has been doubt about the skills of Shakur Stevenson, but a lot of times he has come across as a defensive first fighter, making him people have the notion that he is quite a boring fight as he makes a lot of his opponents retire or don't want to continue after they are unable to succeed whilst the fight is going on. He is he is a Floyd Mayweather, and he is also a Terence Bud Crawford in some way in the ring. But with the likes of Teofimo Lopez, I think Teofimo Lopez is more of Manny Pacquiao. He uses his athleticism, his aggression to his advantage. He is also skilled, but he has a decent ring eye ring IQ that could cause Shakur Stevenson loads of problems. So all that I'll be talking about in this particular episode. But first, hit the subscribe button, press the bell icon, express your views in the comment section because that is what they are made for. And share this particular video with anyone who loves boxing. Now, this is how I think the fight would go down. Just like he started against Vasily Lomachenko about 4 years ago on the front foot, aggressive. I think that Teofimo Lopez would be aggressive in the first 3 rounds before Shakur Stevenson would be able to figure him out in the fourth, sixth, fifth, and sixth. Then there would be adjustments again from Teofimo Lopez, where he would be cutting off the ring and throwing more of the right hand, while Shakur Stevenson would be boxing on the back foot, and that would be very interesting. I think that the fight would be a 12 rounds full of action, but it would be a very close. It would be a very close round. It will be one that would be difficult, or the one that would get us talking for ages. Who really won? We want to see a rematch and etc. I think that these are the two boxers that we need to watch out for now. Now, the defensive mindedness of Shakur Stevenson may be to his detriment in this particular fight because he would often be fighting on the back foot if he allows the takeover to use his athleticism. So he needs to be an aggressive fighter in this particular fight. He shouldn't leave anything to chance because he is coming into this particular bout as the challenger. And this fight, though Eddie Hearn is on board, um, it is more like a ring magazine show and not a matchroom show. So he needs to show the judges that he is the one putting in all the ways. Because for Teofimo, I trust that he would be aggressive. And Teofimo has not been able to carry his power from 135 to 140. Remember that devastating knockout against Ghanaian boxer in the second round, Richard Comey. That was very. He hasn't been able to do that in the 140 division. But with Shakur Stevenson, he hasn't been the biggest puncher in the lower division and moving up. That means that I don't think that Shakur Stevenson would be able to carry his power all along. I don't think so. So he needs to be able to use his skill inside the square circle, especially in the center of the circle, control the ring generation, use his defense to his advantage, create a gap between him and Teofimo Lopez because Teofimo Lopez would be on a full attack. And I trust you that I like the mentality of Teofimo Lopez, Vasilino Lomachenko, Sandro Martinez. All these guys were guys that could have given him lots of problems. He welcomed the fight, took it, and that experience, that championship level experience, would go to count in this particular fight because um, Shakur does not have not faced that elite kind of fighters, and the last time he was defeated was when he fought in the Olympics and he was defeated in the semi-final. Hence, he earned the bronze medal. So I don't think that he wants to go through all that with the likes of Bad in his camp guiding him. That means he has a very, very solid team around him, just like Teofimo Lopez and his father. But his only defeat came against George Cambusos. I thought that the weight played a massive factor in the defeat of Teofimo Lopez in that particular fight, and he wasn't listening and was too emotional during that period. Apparently, he was going through troubles in his marriage, his marriage, and the corona was also a factor during that time. Not to make excuses for him, but Shakur Stevenson needs, if he fights on the back foot in this particular fight, I don't see him becoming victorious because Teofimo would use his athleticism, his aggression to his advantage, and he needs to use land clean, decisive punches on Teofimo Lopez. And I think that both men have shown respect to each other throughout the build up, just a little bit of exchanges here and there. But I think that this is one fight for the ages, and this is one fight for the modern era of the four kings. And the king in this four era is Teofimo Lopez, who can easily be dethroned by no other than Shakur the fearless Stevenson. Who do I predict will finally win the fight? I am sitting on the fence, but I think that the judges may go for Teofimo Lopez for his aggression, and it will be a controversial fight, and we may end up seeing a rematch. Thank you for watching. Stay positive. If you have not hit the subscribe button, please do hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon so that you are notified anytime we load a video. Express your views in the comment section. Who wins this fight? Where you are watching this particular fight from? And share with anyone who loves boxing and sports in general. Thank you. Remember, your greatness has no limits. Now I'm very active on TikTok, so you can also join my Sports TV on TikTok where I post. Since I'm from Ghana, I post a lot of local boxing content on my TikTok page. You can go there and enjoy local boxing content. Thank you. Stay positive.